What's good, everyone? Back for another video. It's on a Friday right now, and don't mind my Teddy and my Patrick, who you can just see just tucked into bed there. They're always there, as per usual. Hopefully you guys are getting used to them anyway. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, today in this video, I wanted to mention about my consulting presentation, which I did mention yesterday that I had later in the day, which was obviously yesterday now. So we got that done yesterday. I think overall it went pretty well. It wasn't too difficult. It was really just the work that had already been done, and it was just really reading out your slides, which, I mean, there's a bit of pressure for it because, again, as I did mention, there was a Best Speaker award up for grabs, which, again, they haven't said who got that yet. They'll say like in a few weeks, I think, or something. But yeah, look, one person in my group did message me during it, and he was like, geez, like after my speech, he was like, geez, I'm sure you just bagged the Best Speaker award. And I was like, no, don't say that, like, don't jinx it, really don't jinx it, because I was a little bit nervous for it. I really was. We'll see if I get it. We'll see if I don't. But regardless, the team as a whole spoke pretty well, so I'm sure whoever gets it will be very, very deserving. But again, obviously, everyone's going to want it for themselves. So, yeah, obviously I want it, but I'm sure whoever gets it will be deserving of it. So that was just yesterday. And given that I've got a bit of a break now during the semester for uni, because it's like a week off, holiday, whatever. If no one's got an attention span for more than 6 weeks, so you need to give a break halfway through, basically, to satisfy the masses. Anyway, so we got that. So yeah, good break now. Gonna try to do a few things, just relax, chill out, and have some good fun times. Not really going anywhere trip-wise or anything during it, because yeah, it's only a week long. But yeah, I mean, just chill out, relax, maybe meet up with some friends and stuff, definitely. And yeah, just have a good time, really. That's what I'm aiming for. So that's what we're trying for. And yeah, that's that. This morning, what did I do? Well, again, didn't have too much on, but I did drop my mum off somewhere, kind of like the turning of the tables, So I'm 21, and it's like, yeah, obviously she used to drop me off to a bunch of places for whatever other activities or whatever, and now I'm dropping her off. So it's like, yeah, the turning of the tide, turning of the tables, because I'm an extremely mature person, as you may probably be able to tell. Anyway, and geez, I was reading The Laws of Human Nature yesterday. If you've heard of it, from Robert Greene, it's a 600-page behemoth. Like, seriously, I honestly don't know why I'm reading it. Like, I was just saying people's attention span's not long enough for more than 6 weeks in a row for uni. But is my attention span long enough for a 600-page book like that? I'm not sure. I only read 6 pages yesterday. I only read 6 pages the day before that. It's chunky. It's very chunky, and it's going to be arduous to get through. I think I'm nearly halfway through, because I've been reading it over the past few months. But yeah, I mean, there's some good info in there, definitely. But yeah, there's a lot of other stuff in there, I must say, as well. But anyway, I think it's a decent book, so you should read it if you want. But again, to each their own at the end of the day. And yeah, it's taking me forever to get through. I might read another book. I don't want to, like, really put myself in like a coffin, basically, and say you've got to read one book at a time and then you finish. Like, no, like, I'll take breaks, I'll read other books, whatever, when I want. So yeah, I just don't want to put myself in that kind of mold where I've got to do one thing at a time, get it done, then go on to the next. Like, you can mix and match, especially with this stuff. It's mostly for enjoyment and for learning and stuff as well, to try to be my best self with trying to gain knowledge from these books, but again, for enjoyment, for relaxation as well. And this morning, well, not this morning, just really an hour and a half ago, I cooked up my eggs, this time for the first time in butter, which obviously I've heard butter's really good to, use instead of an olive oil, which is the only other alternative I had been using up to this point when I've been putting them on the pan. I just fry them. I just put like 4 on there and just fry them up. I used to do like an omelet sort of style, but yeah, now I've gone on to just the frying style, because I like the yolk. I like when you can eat the yolk up in like one mouthful. It's just like, because it tastes good. And then I just started yesterday actually, but I put a little bit of tomato chutney on them, because I got a recommendation of that from a friend. It tastes good. It's kind of like tomato sauce, I would say, which, I mean, I'm okay with, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it adds a little bit more flavor, especially to the egg whites, the white part of the fried egg, because again, that can be a bit bland sometimes. But anyway, yeah, cook that up with the first time in butter, which was not too bad, not too bad. The butter was sizzling a lot. It also especially made it, once I put the eggs on after it, it was like almost foaming, you know, like it was like the pan was foaming at the mouth. Like there was some like big kind of air pockets that were forming, and then they popped. It was almost like a volcano, like a miniature volcano type of thing. I'm not sure if this is making any sense. You might have to actually fry up the eggs yourself to get what I'm talking about. But like, yeah, there was a lot of sizzle and everything in there. It must be said, must be said. And going past that, you know, I think something else I was talking about yesterday in my video was just speaking. I was saying like how I speak a lot of phrases a lot of the time, a lot of, yeah, common phrases that I say in my vocabulary still, like, you know, but, like, but yeah, stuff like that. I say them over and over again, and so I've been trying to practice them to get them out of my speaking vocab. I don't know why, just because I like to, but anyway, I feel like it really, really does. You know, if you want to impress someone in the first 10 seconds of meeting them, without, you know, trying to be flashy or trying to be really cocky, you know, showing them your really fancy car or whatever, or your really expensive necklace or whatever you've got, your gold chain or anything, you know, and really leave them with a lasting impression and catch their attention in just the first 10 seconds of, you know, meeting someone. The best way is definitely through your communicating ability. If you can just be crisp and clear and just fluent in your expression, you're really going to impress people just as soon as possible. Now, as I was just thinking before, the pressure's on for me talking about this because I'm talking about having a good speaking ability, and obviously I'm speaking right now, so the pressure's on me to actually speak well now. So I might mess it up, but I don't think I will because I've been doing this a lot. Hopefully, just a disclaimer there. But anyway, yeah, just that was that. And yeah, just practicing your speaking ability. It's something that I've certainly been working at a lot over the past year and a bit, really. If you notice, you know, through my videos, again, I don't say ums or ahs during when I'm recording or anything like that because I've practiced it and I've really cut it out. Again, maybe once every so often I will, you know, once in every few videos, but for the most part, I really don't. Because I've just, yeah, practiced that skill. And if you want to practice it yourself, to stop saying ums or ahs, because it's a really subconscious thing that pretty much everyone does, unless you have actually practiced it with intent and purposefully got it out. And yeah, the way that you just get it out of your speaking vocab is just by closing your mouth when you have a gap in thought and you haven't been able to think of what your next thing is that you're going to say, because that's really just when it happens. It's just like you have one thought, you finish that thought, then you leave your mouth open and more sound comes out to fill that gap. That's the or the ah. So if you close your mouth when that happens, then you won't have it. It's really that simple. But again, it obviously takes a bit of practice to get used to. So yeah, and that is really a thing that lets people down. I know, because again, I've practiced it. I pick up on it quite a lot when people do say or ah, but again, probably more than most people because they haven't practiced it. They're not really paying attention to people when they do say or ah. But again, it's just me. And yeah, like I said, it's pretty easy to get rid of. And it really does leave a good lasting impression to have that fluent mode of communication, you know, when you are talking to people. But yeah. And the way that I practice it, so again, it really is, like I just said, closing your mouth when you don't have a thought. And I like doing a random word generator. You can just go onto anyone online, type up a random word generator, and then you just press randomize. It gives you a random word, and you can start off a sentence using that word and talk for as long as you want. You can just do it in rounds of 30 seconds or a minute, and try not to use or ah at all, or if there's any other word in your speaking vocab that you do use a lot, or a phrase, maybe it's, like for me, like, or but yeah, or you know, stuff like that, you know, and you can just practice around with that. It's really that simple. So yeah, like I've been saying, that does really give a good lasting impression, and that's what I'm certainly recommending. That's pretty much all I've got for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.